some situations or circumstances in your life that are not to your liking, and therefore you're worrying about it. This is what's going on at the moment on the planet. And if you are sitting there worrying about everything that's going on, I want to tell you that that is actually taking you further and further away from the truth. So how is that happening? So basically, something's happening in your life and you think that it shouldn't be happening that way, that it's causing pain, it's causing frustration, it's causing anger, it's causing depression, it's causing grief. First of all those emotions are good. All those emotions are telling you something. All those emotions are the most incredible, powerful messengers which are saying to you that there is misalignment in your life. There's something else that you need to learn from what's going on. It could be that you're going through something with a partner. And what I want to say is you need to trust that whatever is happening with that partner is a soul contract between you and them, where both of you still have learnings that you need to receive. Because if you didn't, it would not be happening. And even though you can't see it yet, at a point in the future, you will be looking back and you will be so relieved about where you are currently placed. You will be so relieved that you finally found your sovereignty, your independence, your happiness, your peace. So some heavy stuff is going around at the moment for people that I know in my life. And I can see people worrying about what's going on. But when we worry, we're actually placing no trust or faith in a higher perspective. We believe that we know everything and we simply don't. We don't know the higher perspective. We don't know why it's playing out. But what is true is that there are no accidents. There are no coincidences. There's no mistakes. Everything is part of the beautiful human experience, where we experience everything there is to experience so that our plan, our soul plan, helps us in our evolution. And so even though it's uncomfortable, even though it sometimes feels unbearable, whatever you're going through for a reason that you don't know yet. But you need at this point to hold on to faith, to hold on to the path that the Creator actually is aware of, and it's all playing out for you. And the more that we sit here and worry, and the more that we sit here and be anxious, and the more that we're concerned, and the more that we resist what's happening in the present, the more we're actually saying, well, I know better than God. And in fact, you do not. You do not. You do not know the greater plan. You do not know what is in store for you. You don't know what lessons you need to learn at this point in time. You don't know how these lessons are going to play out into teachings for other people later on. And so rather than being concerned about whether something is happening in your life that you don't like and something that's in somebody else's life that you don't like, just breathe into the knowingness that it's all happening exactly the way it's supposed to. And I know you're thinking this is easier said than done, but when you just start absolutely being convinced that there is a higher plan here, that everything always works out, it always does, we just need to get out of the way, then you will find that that worry will be replaced with peace. And that anxiety will be replaced with surrender. And so, we're being all asked at the moment to connect into the path of God. And I know this is not a popular thing to say, but this is what's asked of us, to understand that the miracles are unfolding before you and you are on the right path. and your purpose will be revealed. Just need to trust. You just need to trust the unfolding, and that we are supposed to experience all of it. We're supposed to experience grief. We're supposed to experience anger. We're supposed to experience sadness. We're supposed to experience everything, because that's why we chose to be in the human body. That's why we chose to reincarnate into the human body, because we want to experience all of it, all of it. And those emotions are our guide. What is it that this is bringing up for me? How is this triggering me? What do I believe? Because underneath those emotions is this a belief. It's a belief that you're not loved, you're not needed, you're not wanted, that you have no purpose. And asking yourself, is this really true? Is this really true? Is this belief really true? And the more that we get quiet, and the more that we listen, and the more that we breathe, the more that we feel that this is absolutely not true. That we are all protected, that we all have our guidance around us. We just need to listen. And so this weekend, I'm doing a breath of bliss ceremony, a breath work online, where the theme is finding peace within the chaos. Because what we need to do now more than ever is actually know that there is peace within the chaos, that within the cyclone there is a center which is completely neutral and completely peaceful. So no matter what's going on around you, how can you find your center? How can you find your peace? How can you know that you are taken care of? So have a look at the links below and join me on a ceremony that will awaken and that will reinforce your connection to the truth of who you really are and the truth of what is really playing out at the moment on the planet. Sending you so much love, and just remember, always, 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 always live in truth. Always.